Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, so I thought I was down the train, getting in to check my strings, make sure my strings are kicking. So hitbox is connected, YouTube, what's YouTube doing? YouTube now connected, Twitch. Twitchy. Try one more time. And then Twitch is connected. Alright, so hello ladies and gentlemen, so I thought Hanoi, not Jimmy Jr. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody's at. Before I go into this, it has been said that the patch notes when Star Wars goes down tomorrow, it will be down for at least 4 to 6 hours. So it's going to be down for a good part of the day. So please, find something else to do, kind of hang in there. Because Star Wars Old Republic will be down while it's doing a gigantic huge patch. And this is a lot of information here for tomorrow. This is also to the early access. So tomorrow, a lot of the things like the walker, the new companion, a lot of the stuff will be kicking in tomorrow. So all you subscribers, this is only to the subscribers only who subscribe to the game since, I guess summertime. I think when they ask you how to be subscribed to until yesterday, I want to say you had to be a subscriber to get all this. If you didn't, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get it. But for everybody else, such as myself, who's been subscribing to the game since beta testing days, we've pretty much got everything coming our way tomorrow. Again, it will be down 4 to 6 hours, so just bear with them and give them time. Alright, so the first patch notes, new highlights. Knights of the Eternal Throne. Knights of the Eternal Throne continues to alien epic conflict against the Eternal Throne with 9 new chapters. We'll also be getting 2 new planets, I can't even pronounce that, a mysterious unexplored alien built around a star to harness its energy, and I want to say Nendal to that second new planet. It's the forgotten homeworld of the guy that's in your head. Rather by dark rituals and darn life. All classes will now go to level 70. So as I'm assuming, that means also the third status, free to play, as well as subscribers, should it'll go to level 70. It's just the new stuff, like the Fallen Empire, not Fallen, the Eternal Throne here, you're not going to be able to get, as I understand. The new system, Dark versus Light, players will now toggle whether they are fighting to the dark side or to the light side. Players who contribute to the dark side and the light side points to the swtor alignment. Now, if you did the light versus dark event, yes, the light side pretty much won, so we had the new companion that will be able to claim. As I understand, you had to make a character, while the light versus dark and do the light versus dark event to get the new companion, as I understand. I also believe, as I understand, you had to at least get out of the tutorial level and at least get up to 11, 12, whatever, to get the new companion. Next thing, new system, Galactic Command. Adventure throughout the galaxy, earn progress towards the title gear regardless of whatever content you play. This will be your new daily event. So if you like doing dailies, you like to come in and do 1 hour or something, this is going to be called new daily, where each day there's going to be something new to do and something you have to go take care of somewhere in the galaxy, and that's going to be called new daily, basically. Okay, new repeatable group content, Uprising. Uprising is a fast-paced, power-filled adventure for 4 players featuring 2 tactical nodes, story and veteran. Now, to me, this sounds like the new FTS. If you ever play Star Trek Online, where you do a lot of FTS together as a team, this is going to start to sound like to me. This is the new FTS stuff. So we've got Tron Inducted, Confront Infamous, that Zeitler gang in a deadly showdown that starts criminals on auctioning off the Lion's greatest secrets. Tharthos strike down the White Mall tyrants after the ferocious Hunger leaders before they got capable of ravaging the Alliance. So this is pretty much sounding like a bunch of Alliance stuff that we have to defend our Alliance. New Uprising. Crimson Thing. Drive the Crimson Thing pirates off the nowhere before they unleashed the state towards arsenal against the Alliance. New Uprising Inferno. Storm a fury volcano days to a battle against two dangerous Sith Lords in the army of the Imperial Defenders. New Uprising Fractured. A rogue Imperial faction has hijacked the station. Oh, Vanguard. Interesting. Only you can bring them down and end the attack against the alignment, the settlement. Starting level 65 jumped right into the action with none at the throne with option to begin the game at 65. That basically means that the token, you're going to be getting a token. As I understand it, you have tokens in the last one. You're not used them. They just carry over, as I understand. Choose your advanced class character creation. Existing characters who have not yet chosen an advanced class will be prompted to do so after log into the game. As I said, all classes will get wiped and get reset, so you'll have to pick your advanced class. Also, all those side missions I was saying in the last stream with the little tiny box on the triangle, all of those missions are getting reset, and you'll be able to redo it all over again. Rank War Zones or Season 8 will also be starting tomorrow. Knights of the Eternal Throne, Dark versus the Light. Players will now be able to choose they're fighting to the dark side or the light side upon so all actions including killing elite, completing the mission, and making story choices will contribute to the light versus the dark on each server. So just like the light versus dark of it, if you kind of choose to keep doing dark stuff, just everything else, and everybody else just keep choosing light, as I said, eventually you will one day win dark side points, and it'll get that your server had gone dark. But eventually it's going to switch back and forth, as I understand it. Yeah, here it is. To declare the winner of the dark versus the light side war, one side must reach dark side or light side upon winning. A few things will happen on the server day's character if there's a line. If your character is aligned with the winning side, example, your character has gone dark and the dark side won the war on your server, you'll reach the following benefit: a bonus command XP, bonus command experience points, and access to a special cosmic item center, meaning you can get some kind of, some costume to make you look prettier. Basically, as I understand it. If your character aligned the natural to losing side of your character's light side, but the light side keeps losing the Lord, they will receive the following benefit: a bonus to all light side points received. So right there, that answers your question. Well, what happens if the server keeps choosing the one side that I choose to stay on the light side? You'll still get points of being on the light side and doing light side choices throughout the thing. Your galaxy will remain in the victory state for a period of time before the war resets. However, this time the losing side will have an advantage to try to swing the balance back in their favor. So right there, as you can see, at the thing, I'm guessing as it counts down, you have a chance to do what you got to do to basically get the server to swing back to the light side. Okay, during the victory state, the side influence can be seen itself throughout the galaxy. Title bosses loyal to the victor side will appear on Tatooine, Alderaan, Hoth, and Dronicos or Coruscant. On each of these worlds, there are 8 to 10 possible places the dots would land here, and it's 25% chance in each spawn area that the dots will stay and face battle. If the losing side can defeat these bosses, they will earn bonus command points as well as a chance to earn a dark or light token. For example, if the light side wins, the light side boss will randomly appear on some worlds. If the dark aligned players Oh, hello. What was I? Yeah, classes, blah, 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 blah. I lost my place. One of my friends came online. Yeah. So, these are 18 titles places to title. If the losing side is defeated, the DT thoughts that they'll earn bonus command points as well as a chance to earn light versus dark token. For example, if the light side wins, the light side thoughts will randomly appear on some of these worlds. If the dark aligned player defeats these enemies, they have the chance to earn a dark token. If these tokens can be used to get special cosmic items as mentioned above. During this period, the winning side will earn command points as well as their light versus dark token on their command crate. So right there, that basically says that after your server goes, say, like it says right there, the server's all dark, and you have the chance to find these bosses and kill them and everything else. But if you're on the light side and you and a group of light players get together and find these bosses and defeat these bosses, then yeah, right there you'll get a chance to get tokens as well. So not as all lost if one side keeps staying to like the dark side all the time. The light side will eventually get the chance to win. Alright, Galactic Command. Galactic Command is both an access point and a progression system for content in the game. Access to Galactic Command interface by the in-game menu, Control G by default. Every day, a new activity will be highlighted in the interface. These highlights will activate activity to provide a command bonus. When a activity has a command bonus, you'll earn bonus command experience points each time you play. So yes, this will become your new daily, as I said. So you'll have to open this up each day. More than likely, it'll pick one of these missions. One of these is going to have a command, galactic command thing that has to be done that day to get those extra points to everything else. And then probably will not be able to do anything for the next 20 hours. Because you did your daily thought already. Alright, so earning command rank will achieve by players almost any activity in the game. Every time you play, you earn command experience points, which will increase your command rank, earning you your rewards and throwing the command crate. The command experience points you earn are based on new factors. The difficulty, how hard the activity is, story mode, veteran, or master. How many players are required, and how long it takes to complete it. For example, you will earn all these points for completing a natural difficulty, but you'll also be completing in a heroic mission. Completing a command rank is earned the character galactic command level and a command crate. Each command crate will have several items included. A random unlocked outfit piece or a weapon. A random gear piece fully modded with a chance of having a set bonus, a random chance to get a crew skill, or a chance to get Jaguar scrap ranked by level 6 contained or a reputation item. So those are your rewards right there. Replayable chapter. Now that the Fallen Empire, the Knights of the Eternal Throne, will now be able to be replayed. Once you complete any chapter in any node, you can launch these chapters again by the chapter launcher, Shift plus E by default. Select the chapter you would like to play from the selection on the left. Only chapters that you are eligible to start will be highlighted. Then once you select the grant mission button, then launch the button. You'll have the chance. The choice you made in your third play to these chapters will remain as your alternate choice that is going forward will not be overwritten by any repeat playthrough. Repeat playthrough will always reference the permanent choices even when played out of order. Meaning, okay, let's say you do, one of these missions, just everything else, but you chose to do a bunch of the light side choices. Well, when you decide to do it again, but this time you wanted to see what it's like to do on the dark side, your dark side choices will not affect it, which you did the third time around, because the third time around you chose to go all light. That is going to become your, the thing that's going to set the game, basically. But you just want to see what happens if you say neutral, what happens if you play dark. you'll be able to get to see those actions and what happens. But your third time through playing the light side, it's going to be the primary factor that decides, what happens as you're going through the whole storyline. Chapter difficulties. Players will now have the option to play chapters in different difficulties. The current nodes supported are story and veteran. Story mode is a default setting aimed at players who want an exciting combat, storytelling, but not looking for a challenging gameplay. Veteran mode to those who want exciting combat, storytelling, but are looking for a little bit more of the challenge through the combat, the gameplay. Players can now set their preference, run the drop down to the chapter launcher, which is shitty by default. And then we've got a lot of things that are going to be taken out of the game. All reference to old difficulty names have been updated to be consistent. The new names are story, veteran, and master. Players will now see the terminology in all content, chapter, authorizing platform, and alteration. So that's a good thing to someone who wants to do a certain flashpoint or a certain thing, and they can't seem to do it because it's just too hard to them. Well, now you'll be able to set those stories to, the story mode, which will be the easiest to do the whole flashpoint, and you can see the whole story. The following currencies have been removed from the game. The currencies will no longer drop. It is no longer possible to acquire them. In addition, these currencies, there are other character progression that will also be removed. In exchange to credit, the low rate credits, characters will accumulate these credits up to a cap of 2 million credits, which kind of sucks because now you got, and that also goes to subscription players. We'll all have this little cap now. Common data crystals will now be taken out of the game. Glowing data crystals will also be taken out of the game. Radion data crystals will be taken out. Warzone combination and Season 6 combination, they're all being removed from the game as of tomorrow's update. Author origin planets have been reorganized to support advanced characters starting at level 1. Adding new engine technology to improve the facial expression and conversation and sonatics for all characters across the entire game. Graphic improvement is visible on the high shader setting. So that right there, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a strong, powerful graphics card like me, I've got the Asus R9 390X trick card, I'll be able to see that. But if you have a low-end graphics card, you're probably not going to be able to see that because you're going to need a really strong computer to really see that and see the effects and everything. Character animation is smoother and more autonomous, allowing for more digital characters. Combat and large population scenes will now run significantly faster. Good, because there's been some mods where my frame per second really dropped because there's just too many mobs jumping in and doing their thing while I'm trying to do my storyline. The visitors of the system have been optimized, increasing the frame rate, making the use cascade shadows less extensive, meaning it's not going to take much of the hit. So when you get into these large combat zones and there's a lot going on the map, you're not going to lose your frame per second because it's all, everything going on in that one area. Available character slots have been updated. 52 slots for premium players, 26 slots for the third players, and 22 slots for free-to-play players. I'm wondering if that's the inventory list, I'm guessing. Yeah, I want to say that. I think that's the inventory list. Fixed an issue that occasionally caused shadowing and had hard edges. Fixed an issue where the thin turns in the black hole area would attack players outside of intended range. Yeah, there's been a few of them that I'll be way outside the 10 kilometers, like 20 or so, and I was literally getting hit and taking a lot of damage. Fixed an issue that caused the guild set rank name, set rank description, message of the day, guild description windows to become unusable if they are closed with the X button. No, I've not had that. Data crystal vendors have been removed from the game with the exception of non-vendors, which will now sell notification to credits. Oh, interesting. So that means all game credits of that 2 million we get will now be able to be used? Interesting. Gear vendors are in the supply section of both the Imperial and Total Fleet have been replaced with dark and light vendors, teaching new rewards to the light versus the dark system. Oh, that's going to be interesting. I'll definitely have to check that out. Gear vendors in the combat training section, in both the Imperial and Total have been replaced with now access points for Uprising, Heroic, and Rank system. Okay, yeah, that's that one where they're all putting in one area, so you're not running all over the place trying to find where everything is. They put it all in one spot. That's good. Heroic terminals are on both fleet have been moved to combat training section of the fleet. Increase the amount of dark and light points required to reach different light versus dark rank. All characters will have their location on the alignment chart updated. Okay, interesting. Alright, start a new character, Little 65 Outlander. Tokens will be available to purchase in the Cartel Market. These tokens will allow you to create a level 60 or 65 character. Existing level 60 character tokens will become Outlander character tokens. So right there, if you have any tokens and you've not used any of them, the game will automatically give you a free token. But if you have tokens already, more than likely the game will see them and not give you to them, I'm guessing. On the throne, Scavenger Attack will totally display on the icon when revealed in the Attack Explorer, which is good. Now, this is going to be a very long here. If you watch my other video, which in fact, I should go put a link in there so you can see my other video. This basically talks about all the different changes of the classes, just everything else. Some classes are losing their towers, some classes are getting their towers. But each one at the end is different. But this is basically all class powers, and I already talked about it in one of my other videos already. So as you can see, it's all class powers. I mean, it's a very long list. Oh, 91. It's going to scroll down faster. Alright, so now that we're toward the bottom of all that, like I said, sorry for skipping like that, because I already did a video already talking about the tower, just everything else and all. If you want, I can go in there and do another video, so to the ones who's interested, seeing or up close what those are. Now, me and Aaron has already decided that we're going to go together and take a look at each tower and see what they are and what they're good for. Now, getting back, crew skills. All crew skills will have their skill cap raised to 600. Right now, the minimum start 50, but all the crafting skill will be going up to 600. New grade 10 material will be available for all skills. Grade 10 schematics will be available for all skills. Grade 10 missions will be available for all skills. Harvesting nodes are now available for all skills. This can be found in Zula Swamps, Zula Cities, alongside with Grade 9 Harvesting Node. That's interesting. So these are all the new skills. Huh. $220, $228. So then we're going up to 228 into next. Ooh, new color crystals. What kind of color crystal are they getting? Side attack. Interesting, you know? Alright, life points in alteration. Equipment no longer drops in alteration. Will have been replaced with crafting genetics and notification. In addition, the amount of crafting material dropped has also been increased. Dark Torches and Eternal Champion are being bolstered to level 70. They are still accessible beginning at level 65. Hardcore target nodes alteration have ended, and there are no longer alterations each week, but are selected as high priority target. So that's probably going to become like a daily probably. Annotate Ninja Dar, the HUD name, Ninja hat, and really, restructured into no contact pull down bar, allowing you to add new system content without filling up your screen, giving you more room to dock quick bars, other HUD elements along the top of the screen. Keyboard shortcuts are displayed next to the menu item instead of a large tooltip on the other side of the screen. Floating Cartel Ninja Bar has to remove an entry point to those systems will now live in the Ninja Bar. Okay. In addition to previous exit Ninja Bars, the following has been added. Okay. This is that new Ninja Bar that's up on the top. It's been updated, so everything's going to be all in that one little bar, so it's not taking the whole top of the bar up. Galactic Command. Upon reaching level 70, subscribers will have full access to new Galactic Command UI, default Control G, where you can quickly jump into any activity in the game to advance your next little character tower. Featuring these Galactic Coins UI included immediate travel to planetary missions, which include heroic, daily area missions, as well as story mode platforms. Quickly and simultaneously queue the platforms authorizing Warzone operation start matches. View your current command experience points and progress towards the next command rank, as well as access to command crates that you can acquire. View your service collector and alignment to see the current status of battle between the light versus dark on your server. So that means, like me, I play on the Shadowland. I can see the Shadowland leading to the light side or the dark side now. But if I go to some other server, like the Harbinger, let's say Shadowland. Now, last time Shadowland was leading to the light side, but then you go to the Harbinger might be leaning to the dark side. Chapter window has been updated, which allows replaying previous chapters, either story or veteran. Okay, so previous chapters will now display the list on the side of the window. That'll donating each difficulties in which you can complete each chapter. Selected chapter difficulty can be changed by the difficulty drop down next to the launch button. You may also change the current difficulty by right-clicking the player portrait, selecting the chapter entry, mission log, and then selecting a new difficulty at the bottom of the window. Player's Lair. In addition to the legendary status, players can now earn portraits and a nameplate decoration player by increasing their command rank and by options in the Cartel Market. You can choose what player you want to display or disable altogether from the title selected drop-down in the character sheet. So we got a lot going on. Okay, so this is like another cartel tag. Command crate may be opened by command task, which features similarity to lightweight Pack Explorer. Crates in your inventory will appear in the left pane. Click open to open the crate, after which your rewarded content will appear in your item task to the right. When you are ready to transfer your item from the task to your inventory, simply select item and then click select claim. You may also disintegrate the item, which will destroy that item and change to more command point. As you select the item, your command rank bar will update with a preview of how many points you have earned. You'll receive a disintegrated set item. Hovering over an item will also display how many point value in that item toolbar. Okay, Galactic Alignment. Players may choose whether they're aligned to the dark side or light side. Controlling the galaxy, you may change the setting at any time by the two methods. Targeting light versus the dark alignment in your HUD. Toggling the light versus dark button in your group or pop-up window that appears before launching activities when matches down. Miscellaneous. Legendary quality items will now denote by a gold frame and texture colored, instead of dark indigo, which was difficult to read and hard to discern from total artifact items. Tooltip had the need more to increase the knowledge, readability in situations where lots of techniques is laid behind the tooltip, such as the dinner. Adding new enhanced GI layout, which is applied by default to newly created level 6 characters. When creating a character from the character select screen, players may now choose to start at level 1, level 60 Knights of the Fallen Empire, level 65 Knights of the Eternal Throne. Interesting. Items in economy. Expertise is then removed from the game. All items that previously had expertise will no longer have it. No other changes will be made to the items other than the removal of all expertise. Expertise color crystals have been converted to master color crystals. Unassembled gear tokens will now have an equivalent credit value to purchase items of all ranking, allowing them to be sold to a vendor. Missions and NPC. Knights of the Fallen Empire, Knights of the Eternal Throne, Chapter 1 to tutorial have been updated and streamlined. Discipline and fantasy defining abilities are individually granted as players progress through Chapter 1. The new reduced selection of ability utilized the enhanced layout for ease of access. Now, mission credit income, including heroic and bonus missions, have been reduced for player ingrid and now gives a base amount of credit plus 10% for each additional group number. It is no longer possible to stick to HK prior to defeating the Zul invader in chapter, whatever the hell that chapter is, of the Knights of the Fallen Empire. Rank area Season 7 has come to a glorious conclusion. You can now use your Season 7 token to purchase reward from the vendor in the combat session fleet place. Rank War Zone. Yep, the Rank War Zone has now started. So that's basically all the notes, just everything else and all. And like again, it is then said that the servers will be down a good 4 to 6 hours. So please bear with with the system and everything else, because it's going to be down for a little while. Well, there's the path note, just everything else. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Click the like button, dislike button, and may the Lord be with you. And once again, just be patient. The game will eventually be back up after a good 4 or 6 hours, thing. But thanks for watching now. Oh, and also please visit my Patreon and help me out to keep doing more of this stuff that you approve, or if you like what you see what I'm doing. Thanks for now. Bye.